And now it's Deborah Kobylt Live and the Little Italy podcast.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me today on our Little Italy podcast. I'm absolutely thrilled to have join us today Raffaella Valentini, Consul General of Italy in Los Angeles, and she is here to join us to talk about something absolutely spectacular. The Amerigo Vespucci, called one of the most beautiful ships ever to grace our seas, that will be coming to the port of Los Angeles next week, I believe on July 3rd. And she's here to talk all about this magnificent ship. Thank you so very much for joining us.
Thank you, Deborah, for having me, and good morning to everyone. Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to have the chance to talk about this unique event which is happening, as you mentioned, next week here in Los Angeles. A beautiful happening involving Italian culture, Italian people, Italian lifestyle. So we are very excited, and I'm very proud to have the chance to talk about this thing to you and to the public.
Yeah, tell us about the ship, would you please? And the voyage that I know that it's made to come here, but I'd love to know what's behind the ship coming here. Would you please?
Sure. So first of all, let's start from the beginning. What is the Amerigo Vespucci? The Amerigo Vespucci is the senior vessel in active duty in the Italian Navy. So it's the oldest vessel of the Italian Navy. It was built 93 years old. So it's an old, beautiful Italian vessel. And during its long life, the Amerigo Vespucci sailed all seas and oceans in the world, and it has reached more than 80 national ports and 200 foreign ports, running across about 800,000 nautical miles, which is more or less 4 times the length of the equator. Can you imagine? So it's the Amerigo Vespucci is named after the famous 16th century Italian explorer and navigator Amerigo Vespucci, who was from the Republic of Florence, and from whose name the term America is derived. So there is a very special link between the Amerigo Vespucci and this country. As you mentioned, it is often called the most beautiful ship in the world, and the story of this name comes from an episode from what happened in 1962 when the Amerigo Vespucci was sailing the Mediterranean Sea, and the Amerigo Vespucci met a USS Navy. And so the American Navy asked the Italian ship to identify, as it happens in the sea. And the Amerigo Vespucci replied, "This is the Amerigo Vespucci Italian Navy." And the USS Independence replied, "You are the most beautiful ship in the world." That was in 1962. After more than several decades later, in 2022, the Amerigo Vespucci was sailing the Adriatic Sea, and another ship, Italian, and another American ship met the Amerigo Vespucci. And as it happened in the 60s, they asked it to identify, and the Amerigo Vespucci said, "We are the Italian national vessel, the Amerigo Vespucci," and the Americans replied, "You are still the most beautiful ship in the world." So the Americans know how beautiful is this ship, which is a ship which is not only beautiful, but it's a ship with an important duty, which is to train the cadets of the Italian Naval Academy based in Livorno. So the ship has a main duty, a main objective, which is to teach these cadets how to live and how to in the sea, and how to deal with everything that you have to deal when you are on the ship. So It's a really something special. We are very proud. All Italians are proud of the Amerigo Vespucci. It is also it has been also called as a floating embassy. Why? Because it represents the best of Italy. It's an old lady, as I said before, but it's also a symbol of technology, of innovation, because it is also dedicated to research. It is also engaged in some studies for the health of the oceans. It is also a goodwill ambassador of UNICEF. So, Deborah, can you imagine how many things we can tell about the Amerigo Vespucci? So the fact that it will be here in 1 week, it's really something special, unique, that we want to share with our American friends, with all the Angelinos, and we cannot wait to have it here.
Imagine as it pulls in to the port of Los Angeles, how spectacular that moment will be, and how spectacular it will be for so many of us to be able to come and view this beautiful ship. I believe it's open to the public starting in the afternoon, late afternoon on the 3rd. If you could tell us about that, and also how it is connected to the Villaggio, is that correct?
The
Villaggio Italia.
Correct.
Yeah, tell us about that.
Correct. So the Amerigo Vespucci, as you said, will be stopping in the port of Los Angeles, in close to San Pedro, just to give you an idea, from July the 3rd until July the 8th. And the very special thing that will accompany the stop of the Amerigo Vespucci will be the fact that it will be accompanied by a large space, an exhibition pavilion called Villaggio Italia. So the Amerigo Vespucci is now here. It will be now here in Los Angeles as a part of the world tour that is doing and which started last year in Genoa, July 2023, and that will finish in 2025 when the ship will go back to Italy. So in this world tour, there were more than 30 ports, over 30 countries that will be visited from the ship. And in all these ports, of course, people will have the opportunity to visit the ship, and that will be the case also for Los Angeles. But the uniqueness of the stop in Los Angeles will be the fact that we will have exactly this Villaggio Italia. So the idea was to combine the presence of this jewel of our tradition, of our history, with the possibility for everyone. Everyone will be free, will have free access to this Villaggio Italia, which will be a space of 12,000 square meters, where you will have one restaurant, which will be managed by Italy. So you will have very good and very, let's say, certified Italian food. You will have a space for exhibitions. There will be free exhibitions on Made in Italy, on different things on the sea, on the landscapes of Italy. Then you will have inside this Villaggio Italia a big Piazza Italia, a big Italia square, where we will have some events such as concerts. We will have a concert by La Scala. We will have some performances. We will have also a DJ set. A very, very famous DJ called Ringo DJ will be here the 3rd of July. He will do something very, very nice, especially for young people. But not only for young people, of course. And then we will have also a conference hall where we will host some panel discussions, just to give you an idea on the blue economy, on space economy. We will have a very important forum dedicated to the investment, to the promotion of the investments towards Italy. So really, it will be for 5 days. This space will be open to everyone. you can go to the village. Once you can decide to register from the site. I will give you the site, the website at the end of this conversation, so you can go on the website and see the program of all these events. And that, or if you can go directly to the Villaggio Italia just to have an idea and register there, but to go on the ship, you have to reserve a place. So this is the most important thing to do. The ship is open to everyone. So this is one of the things that I want to share with our friends looking at us. The ship, the idea is that the ship is for really want to be discovered. It is open to everyone, but of course we have to manage the I can imagine thousands of requests we will have. So you have to visit the website. You have to reserve a place for you, for your family, for your friends, and once you will be there, you will be really it will be a real surprise for all of you how beautiful and how interesting is the ship.
What's magnificent to me is how this is blending, this tremendous event is blending our history, our excellence, and our beauty of Italian culture coming to our shores, right? That to me is spectacular. When you blend all of that, people will really get a sense of true Italian culture here on our shores, right?
Exactly. So as I was mentioning, so this the ship has already touched and will touch more than 30 countries in the world. But there was a choice to focus on some specific destinations, some cities where the Minister of Defense, the Italian Minister of Defense, who has been who is let's say which is the minister who had at the beginning the idea of promoting this big initiative together with 10 other Italian ministries, because this is really an engagement from all the Italian government. Can you imagine, Deborah? We have since several months conference calls, meetings, everything to prepare and to have a coordination among 10 different ministries involved in this very unique experience, also of Sistema Italia, as we call it. So the Ministry of Defense, who had at the beginning the idea of merging this promotion of Made in Italy with the presence of the ship, they decided to choose just eight destinations where the Villaggio Italia will be built. And the first one is Los Angeles. Why? Of course, because the United States are a very special partner for us, and because Los Angeles is one of the cities where the attention of Italy, of the Italian government, is growing, of course, and so this is a very important occasion also to highlight what is Los Angeles, how many opportunities also for building bridges between Italy and these cities are there. So yeah, I'm really happy. I'm honored to be the Consul General of Italy in this historic moment, because it is an historic moment for the city and for all of us. And if I may, there is something that I missed, but it's so important. The uniqueness of this moment will be marked also by the fact that not only we will have the Amerigo Vespucci here, the Villaggio Italia here, but we will have also another very special gift for all Angelinos, which is the presence of the Italian Acrobatic Team. Yes, the famous Frecce Tricolore. So so we will have the Frecce Tricolore flying over the Amerigo Vespucci in a couple of dates. We will give the updates on the specific timing of the specific dates on the website. But we will have the Frecce Tricolore accompanying the stopover of the Amerigo Vespucci here, and it will be something really special. So I'm so moved. I'm so a little bit not worried because there are so many things to do, but I'm so happy and honored to share all these very special things with all our Angelinos and American friends.
I'm so glad you mentioned that, because that is so spectacular to see and to be there and look up. It's such a proud moment for those of us who are Italian and Italian American to witness. That is a magnificent moment. And we will make sure that when you send out that information, we'll do the same on our social media platforms so that people can know when they can see that. That's very, very exciting. Gosh, you really covered everything. I have to tell you, you just got it right in there. Is there anything else that you'd like to tell our audience about this magnificent? For me, I'll tell you what, for me, I love the history and I love the magnificence of the ship. And I know when I do tour it, I'm very excited to see the craftsmanship, which I know is true Italian excellence, right? That just represents who we are. That's something I'm very excited about. And the history and tradition and just all the work you've put into this. I'd like to thank you as well.
Exactly. No, I don't want to do too many details about the ship, because I think that will be a discovery for all the people who will visit it. But as you said, it's an old ship, so you will discover the wood, the details of its long tradition, of its long story. But at the same time, as I was mentioning, you will discover also the beauty of this ship in terms of technology, because on the Amerigo Vespucci you have at least 400 people staying there, working there. Wow. And to make it possible for the ship to pass the southern part of Latin America, to pass Cape Horn. That happened just a couple of months ago, maybe it was 1 month ago. So it was a real historic moment for the ship, because it's as I said, it's an old ship, but it was able to pass the Cape Horn, which is very dangerous, very difficult to to deal with. So it means that the technology and that the health of this ship is very good. So people visiting it will discover something which is extraordinary. They will also discover on the ship there will be a plate everyone will able to see, which is the motto of the Amerigo Vespucci.
Oh.
Yes, everyone will be able to see, and the motto which identify the Amerigo Vespucci is "Non chi comincia, ma quel che persevera," which is not the one who begins, but the one who perseveres. So this is a motto that for me has a particular meaning. So we begin. But the most important thing that we have to be perseverant, to keep on working, to keep on doing our best, and we are doing this. The Consul General of Italy, the Italian Cultural Institute, the Italian Trade Agency, all the Sistema Italia, together with the Italian Embassy in Washington, and all the Italian institutions involved in this initiative, we are all acting as one, because our idea is that this is just the beginning of I hope a new era of the cooperation between Italy and Los Angeles, Italy, and Southern California, Italy, and this part of the world and of the country.
Beautifully said. Thank you so much for that. You really put a lot of that into perspective. Raffaella Valentini, just magnificent for you to spend the time to join us today. I very, very much appreciate it. Everyone, please look on the website of the Italian Consul of Italy in Los Angeles, all the information, including their social media websites as well. They've been posting constantly about updates, and you can find that there. You can find it on our social media as well, but whatever they're putting out, we're going to put out too. So we'll make sure that we spread the word to everyone. We can't be more grateful for you to come on and share this with everyone in Los Angeles and beyond, because our show, sort of reaches out everywhere. And this really does put Italy and Los Angeles in a beautiful light. And as you said, the cooperation is just magnificent. So thank you so, so much for joining us.
Thank you, Deborah. Thank you to the audience. As you mentioned, please follow us on our social media, Italy in LA. We are on Instagram, we are on Facebook, we are on X. Follow our our Consulate General website, and follow the www.tourvespucci.it, which is the official website of the initiative. And I really look forward to welcoming you, all of you, to the magnificent Villaggio Italia and to the Amerigo Vespucci ship.
True Italian hospitality. Thank you so very much. Thank you. And everyone, you can see our show and learn more about, of course, this beautiful ship gracing our shores starting next week on our platforms, Little Italy Podcast. And of course, Deborah Kobylt Live. I'm your host, Deborah Zara Kobylt. That's my Italian name, is Zara. So, and my family is from the Avellino region on both sides of my family. And I'm very, very proud Italian American. My family is waiting for us to come and visit very shortly, in fact. And we made sure that we were here for this event. In fact, we wanted to put that off. So thank you very much to you, your entire staff, and everyone who's working on this. We look forward to it. And we'll see you all next time, everybody. See you down at the Port of Los Angeles. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.